I think and I'll send him to you too, because I think it won't be over your head. His name's it's QB Motion. I used to work with him. He was learning how to be a quarterback coach from the same guy I was, but he was a biomechanist. He was just an expert in the way the body moves. But it didn't never, he was learning the quarterback piece of it, so he brought those things together. And now I watch his stuff, and it's some of the best. And he comes up with some of the most creative drills. And he was watching one today. I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then I was like, well, I don't know, I think it makes sense. And then I went and I did it with some people the other day. I was like, I did it myself, and I was like, holy crap, that is actually pretty good. You can literally, again, by yourself, take a sock, all right? Take a towel. I'll show you this, but I'm gonna show you basically what it is first. Stand behind me, right there. All right. How do I throw the ball to you? I gotta get to a fluid L. Ball back. If I don't get there, if I just go up, try it. Yeah, that was my reaction. Not bad. Try to go all the way through the swing though. So at home, right? I don't want to throw balls in the house. I don't have anybody to work with. I throw me a little spot right there. All right. Follow me? So that's getting me to my spot. So those are some ways that we can work the stroke right there, okay? And I don't want to overcoach this once we get you to where you want to be, because everybody has their natural kind of thing. The bigger pieces are the next piece, okay? So now let's go back to the base. We've done this before. All right. I really want to make sure I'm in a good posture. I want to feel like that guy we just watched, right? Everything turned. If there was a pole or sticking through my head and into the ground, everything should really stay on it. So if I hip shift, I'm coming off of it. So we really want to think about turning those hips through my foot, through that, right? Keeping the front shoulder closed first. That's why we do this. So I'm here, all right? Our step. I want to, and again, there's play in this. The one thing we can't, a couple things we can't do. We can't completely step on it because we want to clear it enough to get the hips through. We can't completely step out, but now I can't rotate and shift weight. And I didn't really think about this until I heard somebody explain it the other day. We don't want to open the toe either, because that externally rotates the hip. So if this hip externally rotates, even if this hip doesn't move much, just like shoulders, the hips are kind of tied together. I can still be balanced and accurate there, but I'm not going to get any gas. All right? So I heard it explained like this. There's two ways to think about it. Jam the pinky toe, not the big toe, because if I jam the big toe, I kind of do that. Jam the pinky toe down, all right? And think about, if that's a sight, that's a sight. So I don't want to turn that side away. I want to keep that at my target, okay? And I want my stride to not be too thin, because then I'm going to fall over myself. Can't be too big, because you felt me shift, and now I can't transfer weight, all right? So it's just boom. And when I stride, okay, so we go back to this to take variables out. When I stride, I want to feel the shoulder turn. All right, so I get 5 or 6 reps of that. Boom, boom. Okay, then once I feel good with that, again, not tipping over. Yeah, here. Oh, one other thing, and I think I've told you this, and I just learned this the other day too. I didn't even realize it, but there's a natural, get out of here. There is a natural duck-footedness, and I think it comes from our squat culture and things like that. This is the same thing as doing that, so now I can't rotate this either. So what'll happen is you'll see the foot come out of the ground. So when I'm watching, and if now the foot, if I'm really loading up and I throw, and then the foot comes out of the ground after it's transferred weight, cool, whatever. It's kind of like the finish of a throw. Like, I really could give a crap where your hand lands after the ball's out of it. You know, the harder I snap, the more it'll finish this way. If I'm not a big snapper, it'll fall this way. All right. It's got to be perpendicular to even Tom Brady would turn his in almost a little bit, and that gives him an even easier hip rotation. You lose a little bit of power, but it makes it easier. So anyways, just backing up as we're finishing up here. So perpendicular to the line, good base, right? Relaxed in my shoulders, in my scapula. Suck in, set my core, right? I'm good here. All right, step, 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 step. Cool, got about 5, 6, 7 reps of that. Now it's, I'm as that foot hits the ground, then it's a turn. Step, 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 turn. All right, step, turn, step, turn. Good. Feel good? All right.